This week's episode of Merely a Setback is brought to you by nothing. Nothing. We've been making this stuff up the whole time.
It's time to get your battle text scrolling and that trade chat trolling, and buckle up for the podcast about storytelling in the world of Warcraft. This is Merely a Setback.
Greetings, lore walkers, and welcome to another episode of Merely a Setback, the podcast about storytelling and lore in the world of Warcraft. My name is Sharku, and I'm coming to you live from my podcasting perch high in the mountains of North Carolina, where it is 10:08 p.m. Eastern Time on May the 13th, 2021, and this is it, folks. Episode 130. We're putting a cap on this thing. We're going home. We're taking our ball and leaving because we're adults and have jobs and are tired of podcasting. That's not completely true. But before we get into our final discussion about lore and storytelling and World of Warcraft, let me introduce to you, as always, our Merely a Setback lore masters are here. Joining us from sunny California, it's Jess. What's up?
What's up?
How's it going?
Freaking sunny out.
I'm trying so hard to be upbeat. Is it working?
You are good.
It
is freaking hot outside. It's been like 90 something like every day. I'm dying.
We got Coltrane in that intro for us. We got Coltrane in the chat room. I feel like the hype machine should be going. I don't know. Well, let's jump in. We got there's someone else here from Texas. He's been here pretty much every show. So might as well introduce him. What's up, Jared?
Hey, Sharku.
Hey, bud.
I think actually there was only ever one episode that I missed.
That makes sense.
The whole time.
Was that the one where we were deciding whether or not to kick you out?
Might have been.
We didn't want to tell you. We talked about it live.
Like the kid who was like perfect attendance.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
And that's it. Those are the three co-hosts of Merely a Setback, and the only people that are here.
Wait, we're missing someone.
No, we're
There's
not.
someone we're missing.
Nope. We're the co-hosts of Merely a Setback. Everybody else quit.
Oh, is this the bathroom? What is this?
Joining us from the Great White North in Canada, it's the Shoe Boots.
Hey guys, how you doing?
There's the hype train.
There's the hype train. I'm already getting requests for tree puns in the chat, but sorry guys, I'm going to try to branch out tonight.
Okay. Oh my God, do you have a story?
Well, hey Sharku, guess what?
What?
I've been giving a lot of thought to the show. I've been, we started the show way longer ago than our episode count would suggest.
Yeah,
but and I was ashamed because I actually just got a great offer for a sponsorship deal, but you have to have at least 131 episodes, so I didn't really respond to it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just kind of reminiscing, walking around Azeroth, going to some of my favorite places. And I ended up going to the Isle of Thunder. Do you remember the Isle of Thunder?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
A lot of people will remember the Isle of Thunder because it had the Throne of Thunder.
Right.
But us Canadians, we remember it as the first place in all of World of Warcraft that had beavers. You might recall there's little beavers walking around in the Isle of Thunder.
Okay.
You can get them as battle pets. I tamed one immediately and named him Justice. So I have Justice the Beaver on my tune. So I went back there and I was just watching the beavers, and most battle pets just kind of walk around, but I couldn't believe it. Speaking of tree puns, the little beaver, he actually went up to a tree and he grabbed a little log and he started dragging it around. I was like, oh my God, I never knew that they do that. And he dragged the little log down into like the little bit of water. And then he went up and he got another log. And I watched him for probably 5 minutes. He must have dragged like four, like it took forever, like 4 little logs there. And finally he drags all the little logs and they're kind of piled on top of each other. And then the creek actually stops running. And I was like, damn.
Oh, see, I thought it was going to be a Justin Bieber pun because of Justice Beaver.
Justice Bieber.
And Justin Bieber, who's also Canadian.
Justin Bieber. Technically, he's Canadian, yeah.
But
Oh,
damn.
gosh, I missed this.
Well, welcome
yeah, sorry.
back,
Thanks for waiting for the tail end of that joke. That's where it really hit home.
The flat tail end.
Sorry, I had to lodge one more line in there.
We
Oh my god.
we don't know how to. We've lost our practice on how to transition from these. There really is no transition. We do have an announcement. Apparently, where is it, Jared? What's the name of that magazine?
Oh yeah.
Where is it? Hold on, I'll bring it up. You guys are actually even going to
Whelp
see it.
magazine.
It's Whelp
saddest
magazine
article.
at whelpmagazine.com has listed us as one of the 20 best storytelling podcasts of 2021. So they definitely
we're number 18.
they definitely didn't just like type storytelling in the search bar. Yeah.
Write a paragraph about us. They just copied the description.
No,
of the
yeah, it's
podcast.
this description that Shoe Boots wrote 5 years ago.
Yeah. But it's funny at the top. It's these podcasts made it in for a variety of reasons. And they said storytelling. That's it.
Literally.
So we're going out on top, folks. At least the top 20.
We're going out at number 18.
Top 20 of podcasts that have storytelling in the title.
Hey, that's old enough to drink up here in the free world.
And that's including hold on, I got to click this link now. Yep, let's go.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
looking at the
True to
sidebar.
form, in our
me
final
see.
episode, Sharku will read a magazine article. aloud.
Future of Storytelling, 37 episodes. The future of storytelling is a passionate community of people from the worlds of media, technology, and communications who explore storytelling in an evolving digital age. 37 episodes there, guys. I'm trying to see. No, so this one, Storytelling Secrets by Jules Dan, they have 140 episodes, so they beat us. Here's one that only has 15 episodes. Wow. This one
Behind
has
the show with
242. Stoop Storytelling Series. A business storytelling podcast. 371 episodes. We're out of our league here,
business
guys.
storytelling
Business story. Shall I read the description?
I feel like this
Please do.
article is really reaching.
Top 14 content marketer Christopher Trapp and guests share tips on how to connect with target audiences. Named a top 5 storytelling podcast, a top 50 podcast to listen to in 2021, and a top 5% global podcast. And this is number, I don't even know, but it's definitely not number 1, which number 1 had 37 episodes and was a bunch of kids talking about storytelling in a digital age. Listed in 100 plus countries. Thank you, Libsyn Stats. Oh my God, I love this guy. I'm going to start listening to his podcast. Business Storytelling Podcast is the name of it.
For those of you that haven't picked up on it yet, the final episode of Merely a Setback is simply a ruse to get you to subscribe to Sharku's new podcast about business storytelling.
Business storytelling. So this one has
Sounds
6
so exciting.
episodes. Rested
It must be
XP
really
had
good.
more episodes before he canceled it. Good Lord.
You
Anyway,
canceled Rested XP?
dude, a long time ago.
I've been meaning to get to that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
well, you can't now.
All the
because
episodes
adjust my
disappeared.
list here.
Stop paying Libsyn for it. It might come back, just like this show might come back. And there are universes where that could happen.
Agree.
So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? But yeah, that's our announcement. Also, we're not going to do podcasts anymore. So if you're listening for the first time, you found us on this top 20 storytelling podcast, and well, listen to our last episode. See, just pick up where the story left off, and it's a bad day for you, or a good day, I guess, depending on how you look at it.
And imagine how good this podcast must be if it was named one of the best of 2021, and it's only May.
Yeah, and that's true. It's only down from here is what it seems like. So, storytelling for sales. That's
all right.
This is.
I'm already regretting this appearance.
Me too. I'm done. I think I've listed all 20. This is absolutely not my ADHD. So let's do something else. Oof, says Metalzani. I don't know. We were supposed to talk about Dreadlords last time. We might spoil stuff about stuff.
We're absolutely gonna spoil some stuff.
None of us care. I mean, I don't even care anymore. I hope you get spoiled. I hate everyone.
This is the final episode. You just hate everything.
I'm just gonna melt down like what was it, Graham Norton?
I hate.
Did you see the live recording of the final Merely a Setback? Yeah, it was great until Sharku literally set his house on fire.
Started talking. Just gonna start screaming about how Meghan Markle doesn't respect Her Majesty the Queen and like walk off stage.
What?
Isn't that what happened with Graham Norton? Didn't he get all like mad about?
I don't know.
Like because
probably
Meghan Markle called the crown racist.
No
or
idea.
something?
He's English, and lots of English people are racist against Meghan Markle, so that makes sense.
That sounds about right. I mean, I'm American, so maybe
I know
shouldn't
nothing
talk.
about Graham Norton, and I just implied that he's a racist. I know absolutely nothing about him.
There you go.
Oh gosh.
This is the shark who I remember. The leash is off.
Oh, Austin, that's what's his face from our old raid team.
Yeah. Wait. Teach? No.
No, he was
What was his
Teach?
tune name?
He's a warlock.
It was a warlock, right?
Yeah, it's Teach. I knew it.
The name is not ringing a bell.
I got it right.
I know that I met you at BlizzCon. I know you play a warlock.
I know you made,
and I know,
and we're all, and
Austin is your username.
He's confirming that it's Teach, and you said Teach, and you're like, no, that can't be it.
That someone in my brain decided to throw that piece of the file away at some point. It's just not there.
Shark brings up something remotely political. Check. By the way, I never went back and contested that review on Warcraft Radio.
Oh.
Is there a negative review?
Yeah, said that we were too political.
A long time ago, right?
What does that? What does that even mean? It's 2021.
Not only is it 2021, but I feel like I will brush around politics here and there, and then I stop myself.
I'll be political. Do you want to earn that negative review now?
I don't mind.
No, I don't. I want to go out with not that kind of bang. Maybe a crackle, a snap, crackle, or pop could do it for me, but no. Yeah, I shared my political opinions too much, but no, honestly, like I'm thinking, especially with me and Shoeboots on the show, like you guys have no idea what our political opinions are if you think we shared them on the show. Like, we're basically communists, so
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'll speak for myself.
I don't actually own any of this computer equipment. There's a depot downtown where we share
all the
products. Yeah. I wait in line with a wheelbarrow to pick it up once a week.
Right.
Oh gosh.
Exactly.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm actually selling all my computer equipment to start a commune.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, yep.
You'll literally be a communist.
Our streaming equipment, comrades. Oh God. So this is supposed to be a call-in show, but the only person to call in so far is Shoeboots. So if you want to be on the show, all you need to do is go to our Discord. And this is only for the people listening live, because obviously if you're listening to the recording, we're not going to be there anymore.
I mean, try your luck.
You could try. You could sit in the green room and see if anybody shows up and pulls you into
I
live
see you in the
chat.
green room by yourself. I might say hi.
Just opens up a random, like, we'll just start streaming for no reason and be like, hey, you were here. Let's talk. But you can go to our Discord. You can pop into the green room. It's going to be a site, like, everybody's muted and everything. We'll just seeing people in there. And we'll just pull people in and let you ask questions, talk to us, yell at us. The chat room is cool too. I mean, I guess we kind of opened the door for politics, and now I don't know what to do about it.
I mean, we could talk about BlizzCon possibility, because that's kind of a fresh announcement. Not like from Blizzard, but as far as California lifting the mask mandate next month.
Yeah. Well, the CDC lifted the mask, like the mask recommendations.
Meanwhile, in Alberta, I don't know if you guys have been following Alberta news,
You guys probably haven't worn masks in forever.
Actually, the province of Alberta has a higher COVID positivity rate than India. We are the COVID capital of North America right now.
Way to go.
Oh my God.
Congratulations. At being
Thanks,
the best.
ignorant assholes.
Everybody is taking their turn, shoe boots.
I've got one
I
shot.
almost wonder if they would have to like require like certain country, or like if there's some sort of limit to that based on how BlizzCon would work. Like, are people in Alberta, Canada able to travel out of Canada right now?
Well, nothing's stopping you from leaving. It's the getting back in that's the problem.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Canada, I mean, we were looking good early on, but things got really bad here because you guys elected Joe Biden. Frankly. We had all these vaccines lined up, and then you elected someone that actually bought vaccines out from under us.
And so it's like, yeah. By the way, where are those vaccines going? Canada? They don't need them.
Yeah.
What do they need them for?
It was in the news when Trump like declined this huge order of vaccines, and they all were like, roll your sleeves up, Canadians. And then it's like, oh, I guess they made the right choice, but we're dead now. So,
oh man.
Well, enjoy. But we're getting there. We're starting to see our supply now. I have my first shot. We unfortunately do not have enough vaccine to give everyone their second shot on time, so we're just hoping it works out.
Yikes. Well, I read an article the other day that like spreading them out wasn't the worst thing.
No, even if it doesn't fully stop it, it severely reduces it, and it's virtually impossible. I shouldn't say impossible. It's extremely unlikely that you would end up in the hospital if you had 2 shots and then got COVID.
I'll say that I live with my mom, and she got COVID a week after I got my first shot, and I took care of her, and I never got it.
Wow.
There you go.
So everyone else in my family that didn't have a shot did. So, I'm not saying it was definitely the vaccine. I was trying to take care of myself and distance and wash my hands as best I could, and I always wear a mask, but at the same time,
goes a long way.
Probably helped out a significant amount. But anyway, whatever. No politics, no politics.
Don't mean
Yeah,
to
I'm
cut
just
you off.
curious if that means BlizzCon might actually happen. But we do have someone in the green room, yeah?
I think
we do?
Yeah, I'm about to pull them in.
Before we do,
not this guy.
Want to give a shout out to Kleptic _CTR. It's another name from another blast from the past. But they subscribed.
Now, oh, nice.
The 3rd month. Subscribe.
Hey, Kleptic, how you doing?
Yeah.
Now, before you bring whoever's in the green room, I just gotta get something off my chest. Jared, I know that you're on for Azeroth now.
Yep.
And I gotta tell you, I am so sick of Manny. I hope I never have to talk to him again.
Oh.
Hello.
What's up? Oh, I'm gonna.
Oh man.
Wow. Okay. All right. Hey.
That was offensive.
Welcome.
Shoe boots.
Long time listener.
Second time. You're
Another
basically the other
Canadian.
co-host. We should have just invited you.
Things are almost as bad here in Ontario as they are in the Maritimes. And well, actually, no, the Maritimes are great. It's the prairies. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, stop breathing on each other. It's all that apologizing you guys do.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Mate, you just got me COVID. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, man, sorry.
Okay. But honestly, I've been listening to the show for a long time. This is the first show that ever like actually recognized me as a podcaster. I was just in the audience being like, "Oh yeah, okay, there goes Shark Goo again, and there goes Boots, and oh, they're really going at it, and oh no, poor Jared, he's trying to get a word in. Oh god, I don't want to see it." But
I feel like Azeroth recognized you as a podcaster too.
Yeah, but like I was sitting in the chat room and I was just commenting on one thread or another, and Shoeboots just was like, "Hey, Manny, like I'm really glad you got For Azeroth going again." And I was just like, "He knows my name."
To For Azeroth originally, and so I was happy to see it back.
Yeah, I used to listen to podcasts.
Yeah, and oh my god,
no,
and then
in the before times.
Back in the before times, and
I try to listen to him now, but I have no commute anymore. Yeah, Manny. I mean, look at the little engine that could. Look at you. We were gracing you with a mention only a couple years ago, and now you're king shit.
He's like,
we don't care if we swear, right?
No.
I gotta think that
let's avoid the
get away
the
with
F
some
word.
swearing.
Yeah.
We did like 3, I think.
Okay, I will. I've used my
That's
allotment.
1. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, and as a guest, I won't take it away from Jess. We know she's gonna
Thank you.
let it out.
Honestly, you'd be surprised.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's the final episode.
really
I
wanna-
think this is the time.
I try to be careful.
I want to join a raid where Jess is the raid leader.
And it's just her raging. It's just be like, "Shoeboots, get back in your fucking corner! Everybody wants you dead."
What'd I
Just
say
die
about
here
the
and we'll get
F
it finished."
word?
I used up one. I'm sorry. I was channeling
The
Jess.
one word, don't use.
Oh man, Jared, your job's gonna suck this week.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it anymore.
But
That's okay.
man, now I want a Jess raid.
You're not as.
Can we make it happen? Is there like some sort of
I'm
Patreon
sorry.
goal? Damn it.
What was it? We had. Was it Jesse from Lost Codex?
Yeah.
That came on and
that was
dropped
a fun episode.
dropped the
to
F bomb
edit.
like 30 times. And I kept like messaging him like, "Hey man, we can't say the F word."
Yeah, it's
We're trying to be
Christian
a
Nairn
PG.
over here.
Okay, but I've got a question for you and
Yeah.
I guess this is kind of for each of you. Over the course of this like show, what has been like your favorite pet theory? Because you guys have had so many of them. What's the pet theory that you guys have loved the most?
Easy for me. It's the
That the Rune Carver is the Primus?
no, it's the Talia theory
Yeah, that was going to be one of mine.
about her parents. Like that was my favorite theory. I mean, it's very
It's debunked.
clearly obvious that it's not actually the truth, but
No, they're standing in the same room. They're making eyes at each other, but no words. Sweet silence.
I think for a while I had a theory that N'Zoth was like the one who put Sylvanas in charge because he felt like she was the only one who would be able to take down Ashara. And that didn't turn out. But I was pretty excited about it for a while because like I had come up with it on my own. And I'm like, ooh, what if I'm right about something that I came up with? And then it didn't happen. I felt like Jared. Okay.
Oh wow.
Bootsy, you
Okay,
got one?
all right.
Disappointment.
right in the heart.
I've always liked our little theory that Sylvanas is a well-written character. It's been it's almost a shame. We're gonna find out probably in a month or so if it's true.
Whether it's true or not. We might have to just have like a reunion show or something to talk about it.
People want to talk about this
I'm
book.
still on the Sylvie train, man. I think she's well written. I'm excited to see where her story goes. I'm really eager to see what happens in 9-1. And oh man, am I excited about the book? I'm sure you guys are too.
Oh, man.
I have something to say about the Sylvanas thing. But I want Sharku to give his theory first.
We might have impulse canceled this show because we are going to have to talk about the book or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out.
in for
it's a
surprise
hiatus. You guys can
episode.
like jump back in and put out like bonus episodes whenever.
We'll just
We're just busy, so it won't be consistent.
There's that, and then we'll also just probably crash for Azeroth now.
There you go.
Those of us that aren't
You
hosting
guys got the inside track. It'll happen. I'll be like, but
Hey.
like I had a plan, and then that's when Jared will slap me down and be like, "Get in your corner. Don't make me swear. I'll edit it out. They won't know what happened to you."
And why crash for Azeroth when you can crash the Big Love Rocket? Huh?
Yeah.
Who's heard of Big Love Rocket? Not
I
you, because I've seen our download numbers. So
I watch on YouTube. I
am-
watch the VOD.
folks, as someone who gets to see the download numbers of both Merely a Setback and the Big Love Rocket, I've come on the show today to tell 90% of you about the Big Love Rocket. It's a new show that you can subscribe to that I'm on.
So my favorite theory is Jaina kills Thrall.
You think it can still happen?
That was my no, but that was by far my favorite theory that I came up with.
Yeah, for just specifically for the end of BFA, that theory.
I had
That would be how we move on is Jaina killing Thrall.
I had a small theory that Shoe Boots was actually going to get the Big Love Rocket this year, and that I was going to be like super jealous and mad, and I was like, he's going to get it.
I
He's
had
gonna
that
freaking
theory
get it.
too. I did over 250 attempts this year, and I didn't
Same.
get it.
250 for Shoe Boots, 375 for Jess. I
Who's
watched them
counting
all.
though? Who's counting?
This guy. I'm your biggest fan. Haven't you noticed?
At this point,
It was painful.
I'm just gonna make 10 million gold and scoop it when it comes up on the black market auction house. It's
pretty
easier
much.
at this point.
Yeah.
I didn't know it
So-
ever did. The fact that you just said that kind of makes me
I think
what
it's
that
pretty
might be.
rare, and when it does, you basically have to be the first one to bid 10 million because that's the cap. No one can outbid you if you bid that much.
Good grief.
I
So-
would probably buy WoW tokens for that.
So are we
boy.
gonna do this straight Tonight Show rules where when people call in, the guests just hang out, and then we'll get more people to come in?
Yeah, why
Is
not?
that
Just
I can,
No,
I
we
can be
should kick
professional.
Manny
No more
out.
F-bombs.
We
No,
should
it'll be
remove-
good.
I'm
Let me
down.
stay.
Manny can stay or not, and whoever the next person is can stay or not. But there needs to be a next person. So
Okay.
if you
So
guys,
can I ask a second question that I had?
Yeah, keep asking questions.
Okay.
What are we gonna do? Talk about dreadlords? It's boring.
Your favorite guest appearance on Merely a Setback. And it can't be me because it's not going to be me. I'm going to excuse that so that.
Oh,
when you choose
okay.
me, it'll be,
Shoot.
It'll be.
Gosh, we've had a few. I'm gonna say Taliesin and Nevitel though. That was the one I was most hyped about. I love them, like a real love.
for me, it's Skojo, Scott Johnson.
That was fun. too.
I just felt like it was. I loved that Telius and Evitel came on a show, but like they were on their way up. We couldn't get them now, but like Scott Johnson was basically like
Scott Johnson
the
is
king-
up. Scott Johnson
Yeah.
created up.
I know, and it's just to me was, and that he came and talked to us in a really genuine, just like down to earth way. The way that like in my limited interactions with him have always been, but yeah, that was cool.
Jen says Scott Johnson is the old man from Up.
Oh,
Close to it, maybe. No, and honestly, like Schubitz is saying, like if you ever have a chance to meet him at NerdCon or Nerdtacular or whatever it's called, or BlizzCon, like he'll sit and talk to you
Yeah.
as long as he can. He's just the coolest guy.
So it might not be believed, but I had actually not heard of Taliesin and Nevitel before they came on the show. So that is how I found them.
I have to tell that. I have to tell Tally.
I had not heard of them,
that, like,
and now I have, and now I'm
my
a fan
day.
of
you
theirs
exposure.
because of
You
their
owe me, man.
appearance.
You owe me.
Because of
Big
their
time.
appearance on this show, I heard about them, and now I watch everything that they do.
You have one fan more than you would have if it wasn't for me.
My only
Of your 3 million subscribers.
my only beef with Taliesin is he keeps getting known for things that I'm doing, like his hippo mount. I farmed that hippo mount too, and I made a big stink about it.
But he's British and charming.
Yeah, I know. Damn it.
It's like, yeah, that's 2.
I know everyone
Beat us
thinks
to
it's
the
so
punch
cute
on
that he
podcast clothing.
and he rides his hippo down the opposite side of the road. I get it.
So I gotta say, my favorite guest that we ever had on Merely a Setback was none other than True Villain Manny from
You said
For
you
Azeroth.
can't.
Again,
you
I
can't
excluded
pick Manny.
myself. You're off the show, Jared. No brown-nosing.
Okay.
Jared, he
But my
already
second-
announced you as
Jared's
co-host.
kissing butt.
You, Jared. That's really what
so my
happened.
second-
Manny took Jared from the show, and so now I'm like, well, I don't have anybody to make fun of because like they're gonna gang up on me on For Azeroth if I make fun of Jared.
Oh, it's true. It's true. We've written like material, so like
I was
as
just like,
soon
we
as
got-
you go into politics, 1-2 combo.
We got to shut this whole thing down now. Like,
Okay,
Probably.
okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Real answer. My favorite interview that we had was Madeline Rue.
yeah,
Like getting to talk with a real bona fide storyteller in the work that has told stories in the Warcraft universe, and getting to pick their brain and that it was fantastic. Like top 10,
she was pretty good.
top 3, this number 1.
I don't think we ever interviewed anybody after we had Jess on the show.
We, I don't
We
know.
didn't have anyone.
Sorry, I apologize.
Well, who else? Oh my God! You know who I mean, I'm not saying this to kiss his ass because I think he's in the chat, but I'd actually like, now that I've thought about it, the answer is probably Coltrane, because after that show, we ended up making APR for a while, and that was really fun. So
Yeah. Yeah. The Coltrane show was also
Colt's pretty good.
10 out of 10.
He's
He's got such a good energy.
he's a tough one to nail down.
tell me about it.
That's a tough guest interview to get. Because
Dude,
the thing
it's
is,
tough,
Says
tough
Shoe Boots,
podcast
Shoe
to
Boots,
get.
man.
you remember
Freaking
Shoe
pot
Boots.
attacking the kettle?
Shoe Boots and Jared, we were raiding together when we started this show, and Colt was on our raid team.
Yeah.
And we went to Colt and was like, hey, we're trying to get some guest hosts together. Would you be interested in just a little, just because you've done podcasting before, you raid with us. We know you're somewhat interested in story. And even if you weren't interested in the story or the lore at all, it might even be better. And he was like, I can't swing it. I can't swing it.
I don't get out of bed for anything less than 10 G's.
10 G's. But then later on down the line, he's like, all right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, fine. Stop asking.
I will say this too.
It's because we got Scott Johnson and Taliesin Evitel
Yeah.
to be on the show, and he's like, well, I guess they're legit.
Probably the pun that I spent the most time creating and the one that I'm most proud of in all of Merely a Setback is the one that I did on the Coltrane show. And I almost didn't do it because Coltrane, you might recall, came in and brought a pun explosion, and I didn't want to follow him.
Yeah.
You didn't want to be the follow-up act of that.
Yeah, but he insisted, and so I said it. And I'm if you haven't heard it, that's my favorite. It's my favorite one.
I
not
still
gonna
think the
repeat it
tree
here.
one- I still think the tree and like that it developed, it blossomed and like grew
It
into
blossomed?
this magnificent like life of its own.
You and your own puns.
literally had to make an entire Discord channel just to sequester it. Like that was chief setback.
Yep. All right, so
Yeah.
we need more
But Jess-
voices in here.
But Jess, we haven't even heard
confusing
Jess's
everyone.
favorite.
And Taliesin and Evitel,
yes.
that I hadn't ever heard of them, and now I watch everything that they do. I watch their streams. I watch everything. I love it.
I watch them sleep.
Everything. No, but I didn't know that. And like on the show, when you guys were talking about them, you were like, obviously you've heard of, like, if you've been living under a rock, and I was like, oh man, I guess I have, and went and found them out.
Because you main dwarf
No,
live under
I'm a
Iron Forge.
Vulpera.
Oh,
I'm
Wait,
a fluffy little fox girl.
Oh god.
you guys replaced me with a Hordy?
Yeah, we were done.
We're all horde now.
we went all
It's
in.
all horde here.
What a bunch of disgusting.
You're the one that ruined the show. We were fair and balanced.
I'm going to keep my
Just like Fox
allegiance
News.
utterly secret. Let me just cover this up here. There we go.
Disgusting.
I do have an equal number of Horde and Alliance characters.
There you go. She's
If that means
bifactional.
anything.
Well, I have plenty of Horde characters too,
I
but
just have
that
a
doesn't.
preference. I have a Horde preference.
Unbelievable. I'm out of
Okay,
here.
okay. You know what? This is the final episode of Merely a Setback, so I'm gonna throw it out there. Over the last little bit, I've been like creating different characters, and I've made an EU account and all of that. And at the current date, I have more Alliance characters than Horde right now. So there you go. That'll make you feel a little bit better.
I think I had that in BFA actually. It was wild.
Yeah, you just naturally know that that's what you should be doing. You're just in this state of denial. It's really
I wouldn't go that
sad.
far.
Gnome for life.
God.
Right?
people
Once you
like
go troll, you never re-roll.
People like
Gosh.
you, man.
They updated like all the models, and still the regular troll models just look.
Yeah, I'm
there's
not-
something else, man.
I don't even like. I don't like the Zandalari.
You don't like the trolls?
The
It-
noses on the trolls, at least the troll
Oh,
female,
the
they
troll-
just look nasty.
The Horde that I play to like see Horde content is a troll warlock. So
Oh, weird.
like
I don't know
troll.
if it's different on the guy models, but
Oh, they're
Man, like,
huge. They're huge. They're like go out like
I
that
love
far.
my Zandalari trolls.
I have a troll mage.
Just the regular troll.
I have a troll mage in classic because that's what you play if you want to raid. But
Yeah. That haste buff, man.
it's so good. I guess I don't know. I've never raided. I'm still level 38.
good thing you rolled the troll.
Yeah, exactly.
I got into the beta. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, my classic experience is 2 level 60 humans, 1 paladin, 1 warlock.
I want to.
I can't do a human. They're just too plain.
I want to play.
Like if I'm gonna go into a fancy world, I'm gonna like dress it up a
I'm
bit.
human every day. I don't want to be a human in my fantasy game.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think I'm
That's
going to
fair.
buy a boosty though for classic, and keep my troll, or for
I'm so-
PC and keep my troll in classic.
I'm so angry that I'm actually thinking of buying that overpriced deluxe thing
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh. Just
Ooh,
for the
rough.
mount.
just for the mount.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
hoping that they'll just put
now
the
I gotta
mount
go
on
like
for
get
sale
up the
separately.
gold to buy this thing just to counter the mount.
I'm not even sure if I'll even play TBC, and I still want to get the package.
Really?
Wow, this
Yeah.
is getting desperate.
I'll try. Charity is in the chat. Charity from Lions Pride Tavern podcast.
Yeah.
She runs an alliance guild on Classic, I think, and
I am in that guild.
alliance. So I think I'm gonna join them for 4 days and then quit.
That sounds right.
It was basically
Yeah.
how I played classic. So
I mean, I basically
Similar.
can't play video games or do podcasts or anything anymore because of my job. So
oh man,
In
I just
school.
have been playing too many
Second
games. I
shift,
feel
man.
kind of like spread a little thin.
Yeah, I've got only so much time in the day, so I try and put my time into like retail. I don't think I'm going to jump into classic. I think that there's going to be a big black hole where you're not going to hear from me for a bit because I'm going to be jumping between Mass Effect relays in some game that will remain nameless. Not quite. So there's going to be that time. I'm just hoping and praying.
is there a new
that
Mass
Boots
Effect
doesn't
game
catch
coming
up
out?
in the meantime?
It's another
The
re-release,
Legacy?
isn't it?
That's in
I'm
like a
s-
couple of hours, man.
I'm so done with
Oh.
re-releases of games. I'm
I'm just so done
Yeah, I
with
want
Mass
a new
Effect.
game.
I've actually never played Mass Effect. I don't have an opinion on it.
It's real. It's
Oh,
the
It's fantastic.
first several games are pretty good. I liked 1, 2, 3 is okay.
Yeah,
Two
we're
was my
hours
favorite.
away. I'm quickly editing the next episode of For Azeroth so I can just like go nowhere for a bit and just play that game because they're just games that are so great. And World of Warcraft has been one of those games as well. We're in a lull right now, so it's a great time to like play something else.
You might be in a lull.
Renown 40.
What about 40? What?
I'm not even at Renown 40 yet.
Oh,
Oh my
What?
god!
I know.
Super easy.
Dude,
Because I got
you
Daisy.
fart and you get a renown level.
I've been
You
doing.
sneeze into like, here's a napkin and here's renown.
I've been living in Pandaria for a long time, just trying to like do mount runs and stuff, and just kind of chilling.
Yeah, how many
Wow.
characters do you have at 60, by the way?
At 60, only like
Uh-huh.
4, maybe 3.
Only 4.
At 50,
Four
at
level
50
60s
though,
and
that's
no
when
renown
it's like
40.
more.
That's insane, Jess.
Yeah, well, because I don't
Insane.
play them in current content right now. I'm
get
working
it.
on. I'm trying to get the mounts in Throne of Thunder.
I don't have
so
40 either, but I
you
haven't
completed
logged in
the-
2 months.
Well, it's a good thing
this
this show's ending. Jeez.
I definitely finished the campaign. That I finished.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, you definitely finished the Ardmog campaign, though, right?
I can finish. I can probably hit renown 40 in like
You
a
can hit
night
it
if
tonight.
I wanted
It's-
to.
You
Yeah.
literally just go run LFR.
Yeah,
and,
just do LFR.
You're there.
But
I finished the campaign. I got to 40.
I gotta say,
I-
the fact
I
that
didn't get to
Daisy
40.
comes off of your back when you get on a mount is really sad.
I would say I'm having so much fun in Shadowlands.
I need to log in and get that pet.
It's well, you got to claim it, or you'll have to pay for it if you don't.
I claimed it, but I just haven't logged in.
Oh, then you're
Yeah.
fine.
Should be good at least
Yeah.
though.
I need one more dungeon for my Keystone Master. I'm
Nice.
annoyed
There
that
you go.
Manny beat me to it, but I'm going to get there.
Well, that's always going to be the case, man. Just get used to it.
Dude, I have closed that gap so much. So much.
Shoot,
What's the
but
Oh
gap?
yeah, of
You
course.
got AOTC
'cause-
recently?
Dude, we're 2 out of 10 Mythic working on Hungering Devour. Yeah, we got AOTC. I'm actually missing
That's
Mythic progression tonight for you guys.
Charity says you're going to get AOTC soon. They're rooting for you.
Jeez. Might get it again.
You're gonna get cutting edge soon.
Takuza's asking which dungeon. I need a Plaguefall 15. If you are an Alliance North America with a Plaguefall 15, you message me. I will be your warlock.
That's your dungeon master thing.
Yeah.
Keystone
Have you heard of World of Warcraft?
Ali, I'm sorry.
And then we're working on. I love the new change for the PvP requirement. So now I'm gonna work on some vicious saddles. And
I would love that because you only have to get like 1,000 now, right? Down from 1,400.
you have to be at 1,000 or higher to earn, and which makes it significantly easier because you can't lose rating below 1,000. So even if you're the worst player ever, you will get it eventually.
That's what I like to hear.
That's just my game.
Yes, I think we have plans. We're going to go get ourselves a mount.
Oh, I need it.
So
I need that thing.
I want to throw another shout
It's all
out.
about not losing rating because I suck in PvP.
Throw another shout out there to anybody else that wants to get in. We're gonna try to get like 20 people in this chat room screaming at each other. All you need to do is get in our Discord, jump into our green room. We'll pull you into the chat. You can ask a question. You can just hang out. Manny's gonna stick around. You can stick around. We
and
got
if
6
you're
or 7 more people in here.
If you're camera shy, you don't have to turn your camera on.
You don't have
although
to turn
you're
your
welcome
camera
to.
on. I made Jared make it to where you could turn your camera on, and Shoeboots is afraid that we're gonna get bumped off of Twitch because someone's gonna be gross. But that sounds about right. People that
Ali,
listen
I'm
to us
sure you
live
look
wanna do gross
fantastic,
stuff like
but you
that.
can definitely come in without your camera.
We
You
are
don't
gonna
have to turn your
know.
camera on.
We are gonna know very clearly who is circumcised and who isn't.
Oh dear God,
That's
no.
not. We can't. That's Jared. You need to edit that out.
That's a medical term.
Jared, you need to edit out any
Scientific.
references to circumcision. So when I'm saying circumcised right now, this can't be in the final.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
like this whole like 5-minute segment this bit that we're running. Like, it's.
Can you
it's
not?
on-
Can you not edit it out though?
I think he
Why
can-
do you
he can
need
get away
to?
with it.
I'm-
He doesn't
I
need to
don't
actually
He
edit
doesn't.
that out. What he'll have to edit out is the thing I'm about to say next. No.
Oh.
I gotta ask you guys, with like some of you who are like very much like into Shadowlands, some of you who aren't as much. Through all the shows that you've listened to or like just been a part of, what was your favorite tier to cover through merely a setback?
God, they all kind of
tier?
sucked.
Favorite tier, like
Favorite
we
rating
talked
tier?
about the Throne of Thunder and like the Beaver Dams.
But
or
we
we're
weren't
talking
around
about-
back then.
Yeah, we started in.
It's only been a one
Must have been
tier
Legion,
since I've
right?
been on the show, so I guess that's this one.
Well, the ones that Setback has covered.
It's my
Maybe just your
favorite.
favorite tiers, like
'Cause we would-
ever.
We talked about the Whispers of Il'gynoth, which is from the Emerald Nightmare.
I think it was Legion.
So potentially tail end of WAD, but
No.
Of what?
No, we haven't done it.
Legion would have been at least announced. I'm just thinking because I lived in Toronto when we started the show.
I
So,
started.
yeah, we started the show in 2017, so that was
That was Legion.
that was.
We
yeah.
should bring in Allie so
That
she
actually
can
reminds
discuss
me-
with us.
When like we were just like getting to know each other and everything, and it was like, oh Manny, you're Canadian. Like this is obviously showing people that I'm Canadian now, but people were like, oh Manny, you're Canadian, and then Boots was like, oh I'm Canadian. It's like where are you from? It's like, oh I'm in Toronto, and Boots is like, I'm in Toronto, and then like 2 weeks later he moved out of Toronto.
It's true.
Did you guys hang out?
Let's
No, I'm pretty
With a
sure
hoardie?
he started packing the very next day.
Allie.
I was
what-
supposed to meet Manny,
when-
and then he never showed up.
Wait, I gotta ask Allie a
He listed
question.
all of us to BlizzCon.
Oh, hi.
Allie, when
Allie!
when did we start our show?
Hello.
We can't remember.
2017 sounds good. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure it was 2017. I think
the
it said
first
it on that
question for
magazine
Allie.
article.
What were we rating in 2017? Was I the raid leader? Allie doesn't
Yeah.
know.
You guys used to
I
raid
think
with
it says
Allie?
it on that
I've never
magazine
raided with
article that
Allie.
we've been doing since.
Does it
20
say it on the magazine article?
I think it's like September 2017 or something.
I don't want to go back
Checking.
and find out when that is.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
sure-
I
it's
mean,
like
we could
September-
Google it.
It's like September 17th, 2017 is the first episode air date.
So what
Oh, is that
were
on
we
the
rating?
article? Where did I see it? Interesting.
We were rating.
It would have been.
Was
Let's see.
is that?
Like if you're just throwing these questions at people when they come in, we're not going to get
Here, let
people
me-
in here.
Clearly,
Skill testing
we're not
question
going to
before you
move
can
on.
ask your
So
question.
let's-
Tomb of Sargeras?
So BFA launched August 14th, 2018. So we would have been in Tomb of Sargeras.
Tomb of
when we started the
Sargeras.
show.
So the answer to this question is none of them. None of the
I
tiers.
think the
have been my
most
favorite.
fun that I've ever had during like a tier was Ulduar. If that is an answer, at least.
Yeah, that's an answer.
But doing Ulduar, because that was actually when I was raiding at a higher difficulty level and had a raid team and was like really competitive and cared a lot about being good at the game, which was really fun before I had other responsibilities in the evening because I was just a high school student and I could do whatever I want.
Yeah.
I think.
I think my.
Go ahead. Fine. I think in terms of like which one did we have the most fun covering? For me, it's probably Antorus. There was just so much going on in the lore there that
Yeah.
it changed the game forever, and it's like almost hard to think about all the things that happened story wise during that tier that we just take for granted as like a foundational part of the story now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I kind of liked Battle. I mean, I don't know. I can't believe I'm about to say this. But as
Clip
far
it. Someone clip it.
as far as the lore was concerned, I enjoyed our discussions around Sylvanas and Battle for Azeroth more than I enjoyed any of the other stuff that we talked about.
Yeah, no, Eternal Palace comes to mind as well because
Mhm.
we were pretty deep in those theories at that point.
Like we had lots of theories, we had lots of stuff going on. Yeah, I really liked talking about Sylvanas' character. She's just I don't know. I'm always gonna love her character.
Yeah. I mean, our show did get the subtitle "Merely a Sylvanas Defense" for a reason. So
True. But yeah, Allie's here.
Oh,
Hey,
hi.
Hi,
So I was
Allie.
gonna say, like, hi. Like, in terms of Savannah stuff, I think one of the great things about all of that, no matter what side of the fence you're on, is that it really did invoke so many conversations and arguments and debates and controversy, and in a very passionate way, which was honestly pretty cool. And it was definitely one of the things that was interesting to listen to on this very show.
Yeah. And that for me is just the foundation. Like that's what you need for interesting character and interesting storytelling is to invoke that passion in the people that care about the story you're telling.
Right.
Even if they don't like it, especially when they don't like it, when they don't like what the character's doing, that makes, I think if it wasn't interesting, they wouldn't care.
Yeah. Cause like in those conversations, you kind of get to hear the people that are like trying to justify characters' actions. Like you get to hear those arguments and have a dialogue about those kind of things, and it makes you think about storytelling in new ways, and that's always invited.
Shoeboots never said that, Jen. Jen says his favorite part of the show was when you told me to F myself when we're talking about covenants.
I said his favorite part when I held back.
Holding back. That's key.
Oh,
yeah.
Holding. Yeah. See, I
Yeah.
have ADHD. I didn't know the whole thing.
And depending on what the final F-bomb count of the show is, I might finally say it at the end.
Our F-bomb count should be a 0. Manny room.
Okay.
I think it's that too.
No. I only used one. You used one.
Did I
I
say
think
it?
it's a 2.
Yes.
What did I say?
We got it
Don't say no.
like very, very quickly after, but I'm going to move this conversation along and say that my favorite raid to cover was probably Battle of Dazar'alor, because either you hated that raid or you absolutely loved what they did with it, and there was no in between.
Wait a minute.
Who hated
That's
that
true.
raid?
A lot of people hated that raid.
No,
we all liked it.
There's what's his face? I'm going back. Where's that Lord Nathan Miakis?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
he
we
here?
got into it earlier.
I dipped into the setback Discord on my lunch today, and saw this person speaking ill of Battle of Dazar'alor, and I put him in his place. That's an awesome raid.
I don't remember.
Raid.
That was
Enjoy
by
that.
far the best raid in BFA.
Yeah, if you're picking your time walking raid for BFA, what do you pick?
It's Dazar'alor for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely anything but Nyalotha.
It's Battle of Dazar'alor.
Yeah,
It's
Nyalotha
totally
was,
Battle.
but Dazar'alor should have been the final raid.
No.
But whatever.
Would have been weird story wise, but
Yeah, well,
yeah, no. Battle of
most people would
Dazar'alor.
argue that they wouldn't. They could have.
Here's how
made more
good
sense anyway.
BOD was. Our raid team fell apart in BOD, and I still had the most fun in it. Like that was the raid that killed
Might have been-
Asparagus Initiative.
Might have been the reason.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I recruited Jared off to our team.
Jared's wearing his shirt.
Yeah,
Aww.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had to represent the asparagus.
I don't even know where mine is. It's something.
I know where mine is.
Man,
It doesn't
I'm just
fit.
wearing a stupid Star Wars.
Yeah.
But, all right.
You got to lose that baby weight.
I think that baby weight is with me for another 18 years.
Oh boy. But yeah.
Okay. I do have one last question.
There is
I
someone
have
in the
asked,
call-in
yes.
waiting room, FYI.
Is there? Where-
Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask one last question, though.
Charity's waiting.
Oh, I see. Way down.
But yeah, go ahead, Manny.
Okay. For each of you, what is the class that you wish there was more lore about?
Paladins. Just kidding. That's the worst answer.
There is no shortage of paladin
nothing
lore,
going on
my
paladin
friend.
Yeah. It's a world of paladin craft.
Death Knights. I wish there was
What?
more on Death Knights.
There's a whole
Civil
expansion
War.
of Death
Next.
Knight. You're getting muted. I forgot how to do it. I can't. I'm not going to figure it out.
I wouldn't worry
Now's
about
not the time to learn, son.
I know.
Mm.
it. That saying something like that will just solve itself when people are outraged.
No. Friggin'
I wish there was more lore about, like, priests. I wish there was more into this entire balance between shadow and light, and like how the priests have accepted like shadow priests and discipline priests, when for so long in Warcraft history it's all been about the light, holy, and that sort of stuff.
I like this answer.
Multi-Owl stole mine. I was going to say Tinker.
Tinker. I wish there was more lore about these non-existent classes.
About these
Kinda think-
canceled
kinda
classes due to time constraints.
That's
Come
got to
on.
be. There's no way.
Tinker was totally supposed to be in Shadowlands. I will die with that belief.
How is that thematically accurate? Oh yes, we're going into the place of life and death, and the only way you can do it is to grab this wrench and make some lifeless bot?
I'm not saying it was a great fit, but I do believe it was planned based on what we saw in BFA. And that probably is a contributing reason when they had to cut content due to COVID to why they I shouldn't say due to COVID, because no, they wouldn't have they cut it, they would have cut it before COVID came. But I do think that they cut it. But my answer to your question, and I tried to think if I'm just being biased because I play one, but I do think my answer is warlocks. There is a lot of lore about warlocks, but there's a lot of just lore kind of in one corner. You know, we know what warlocks are in terms of like what Gul'dan was and what the Fel was that ruined the Draenor. But what about the other aspects of warlocks in terms of, first of all, they're not just chaos based, they also use shadow magic. But also, what's the deal with people using such an evil energy righteously?
What's the deal?
What is the deal?
I'd love to know how warlocks are really functioning in their like relationships with demons now that the Burning Legion is like no more, pretty much destroyed, and they're leaderless now. Does that change the dynamic?
I have headcanon about that, but I would love to see some more discussion on it for sure.
Let's ask Charity. Charity, why aren't there more demons? Why don't we talk about warlocks more in the lore with their demons?
Keep ambushing questions.
There's not enough demons because there's too many demons already in this game.
Oh.
In people.
Oh, meta.
Oh.
So Sylvanas is a dreadlord? Confirmed?
Yeah, confirmed.
But dreadlords aren't demons. Well, they are, but they weren't
play.
originally.
Between
going on now?
like priests and warriors? I don't know.
We got a camera. What?
Hey.
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 Go ahead, Jesse. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like priests and warriors, I don't think there's like that much that ever really like drew me to those classes for a long time. Usually I get excited about a class because of lore reasons. But I kind of first tried those classes because of Legion with the order halls. And I don't know, I thought they were really interesting and really enjoyable. And I wish that there was more involved. Like I feel like warriors are kind of like, in my head, they're kind of like basic and plain Jane, and I would just be curious to see like where have they contributed, in what ways. Like it's not all paladin crazy, you know.
But do you think like sometimes, like when I thought about this question, I was like, there are some classes that I actually don't want more lore on because I don't want them pigeonholed. And warriors come to mind, as well as like hunters and rogues. Like to me, these are sort of catch-all classes for a certain archetype.
Yeah.
And like I think like it's probably very important that a warlock or even a mage has a specific set of lore that it's based on, because those are very kind of like closely ingrained into the Warcraft universe. But a rogue is just a scoundrel, and
I actually liked the way that they did it for Legion, for the rogue.
Oh yeah, I think they
yeah,
nailed
that was
it.
awesome.
Really cool.
I think they managed to like stay general, but in a way that like you really got this sense that every rogue involved with the Uncrowned was like totally different walk of life, totally different reasons for being there. But at the same time, they did have a reason for unifying. I thought that was probably the most well done order hall in Legion.
I think everybody that I've talked to, their favorite one was the rogue. They're like, you don't play a rogue, you need to at least level 1 to do the order hall.
I think that might be the
That
only
in
order
Death
hall I
Knight.
didn't do.
I
The
haven't
Death
done it
Knight was
either.
my
Now
favorite,
I
but
feel
I
compelled to.
agree. The Death Knight was
I
my
love the
favorite,
Death Knight.
but
you can still go do the Rogue one. It's not too late.
It is, yeah. It was
That'll
really
get
fun.
me like 4 mounts. All right, then we're on this.
Yeah.
Ah,
So on the
Maybe I
subject
will.
of order halls and how the lore that or just the story in general that was injected into the game around the classes, something that I've been really wanting to make a huge comeback in Warcraft in general is just class quests. Like on my Warlock in Classic, I'm about to undertake the class quest to get my Dreadsteed, and that is a huge deal,
Dude.
for Warlocks.
Warlocks have had so many class quests too. Like they're like that
Yeah,
Green
they're
Fire
awesome.
quest.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but I'm talking about like in general for all classes. Like I want class quests to just come back in general, not just for Warlocks, but for everyone.
I feel
and not in just like the blanket way that they did all of the Legion stuff. It was great. Like all of that story and lore that was injected in Legion was great, and I loved it, and I'm here for it. But I feel like adding things here and there for different classes to like just spice things up a little bit and give one class, maybe like 2 or 3 classes at a time to just have the spotlight and get that little bit of story can go a really long way, because some of these class quests that existed in the game can't do them anymore, and they had a lot of the character for the classes individually for a really long time. So I think getting something like that would do the game.
Yeah, I think one of my biggest criticisms of Blizzard's design over the last few expansions would be that they treated the whole class focus aspect of Legion as an expansion specific focus.
Yeah,
like
I hate that.
That should have been the norm moving forward. And I know they've tried to, like in BFA, they kind of like used that to inspire this Horde and Alliance, and in Shadowlands they've made these 4 covenants, which I think they're trying to tap into that same success by doing these things, and I don't have complaints about those things necessarily. I thought the campaigns in BFA and Shadowlands so far are both really good storytelling, but they're not going to hold a candle to the class fantasy. Like that's what we're in it for. I really would love to see them go back to that, and like I don't know if it's maybe going too far to like give new order halls every expansion, but certainly there should be class specific stuff every expansion that makes you really
and to
feel
go back
like you're
to the
classy.
roots, not just new stuff that tells you stories about where they came from and stuff like that. Because that, I felt like that was a big thing for me with the Legion stuff, is they brought all these new people in and these new stories and stuff, and I'm like, no, but where am I from? Why am I here?
Yeah.
And what is this? Why can I do this with my pets? And that for my hunter thing. And then when the warlock thing, like you said, why can we still control these demons that have no leader now? Like why? Those kinds of things that take you back to the roots, that make you feel like, oh, this is why I'm awesome.
Yeah,
Legion's my second favorite expansion.
That's what I really love about like you guys over here in Merely Setback. Like you're always talking about like the love of the lore in the game, and like that's what drives it here. Even if it's just like, oh, I was doing this raid boss, and like, oh my goodness, Garage, like he did nothing wrong, and let's go through all of this, and Sylvanas and that. Like it's just it's not about like, oh, this mechanic, or like, oh, I'm not getting enough anima. It's about like, I really love this system because of all the powerful stuff they give us, but my goodness, random legendaries are going to destroy the game. Or like when you're talking about the different races and how they did those heritage armors and like what those stories were. I love the ones that are more about going back and talking about the heritage of the race. Like the Blood Elf one was amazing, and in my opinion, really the cool. Best.
And that's why, and that's why I loved the artifact weapon so much, was because there was lore behind most of those weapons.
Yeah, a lot of them they pulled them out of thin air.
Some of them they just might have kind of sort of made some. But I mean, every class had something that was somewhat.
Even the ones that they made up, though, most of them really added to the lore.
To something to it, right.
I definitely drew the short straw playing monk in that expansion, but
not on that mount, though.
No, the mount was the best one.
Stick.
I remember for Death Knights, there's like whatever the axe of some Death Knight that's the name. The blood, the blood death, the axe of somebody, some demon, I think. And then there was Apocalypse
I love Apocalypse,
which it's just a cool looking model. Like all of their models are cool, and there was some cool order to that. But then like the Shards of Frostmourne.
Yeah, for Frost. That
You know what I mean?
Top notch.
And
talking about like the lore that's in there, the Shards of Frostmourne, where like you're just wandering around the Broken Isles, and then the ghost of Arthas comes to you and like tells you some lore. Like that's amazing. And they had like little bits like that for so many of them. Like if you're a Resto Shaman, you'd sit there and like rain would start falling around you. Like, why didn't they keep that in?
Yeah. Because they don't love you and they don't want you to have any fun. That's why. That's Blizzard devs. That's their whole thing. So we've got Charity here. We've just kind of been talking.
There's also another person.
That's what you guys do.
There's another
That's
person
why I
in the
listen.
call-in.
So
There's another person that call in.
Allie is here
There
too.
And
And and
We introduced Allie
we have
already.
another person.
I said hi.
I'm gonna stop bullying around. Let other people talk.
No, that's the whole.
Wow,
like,
Manny.
at this point, I want everyone to talk over everyone. I said I wanted 7 people here.
We want people to end this episode saying, "Thank God it's
So
over."
yeah, we're gonna get our other person.
never.
in a
Oh my
second.
god.
But that's about where I'm at. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna miss you guys. I've got to be like, okay. So Charity,
We
did
have
you have
fun
a
here.
question, or did you just want to hang out? Or
No, I
wanna-
just wanted to say thanks. You guys are some of the people that helped get me into podcasting.
lame.
So,
It's not lame.
Lame.
you always
He's
know
calling
what to
himself
say.
lame. He's calling us lame, not you.
Yeah, you and a couple other podcasts were just great. I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm really bad with names. The Darkmoon Fair one was probably my favorite one, and they're over now too. So it's just like some of these podcasts that have been, pulling me in are ending, and it's really sad. And I wanted to tell you guys I appreciate it.
Well,
So
thank
we
you so
appreciate
Show
much.
as well. That was my first podcast appearance. Actually, it was on
Darkmoon
the
Fair.
Darkmoon
Darkmoon
Herald.
Fair.
The Darkmoon
I
Herald.
learned through
Darkmoon Herald, right?
So
through
good.
Jess here.
I was like standing in line at BlizzCon, and one of the hosts of that show walked past me, and I like heard her voice, and I was like, "Hey, are you Sal from the Darkmoon Herald?" And she was
Aw.
like, "Yeah." and now we played Animal Crossing like all year together.
Oh my
It was
god,
fun.
that's so
Good
cool.
times.
Yeah, I would have loved that. I got to
Yeah.
meet Kevin and hang out with him and his kid. That was
Yeah.
fun. So that
It was
was
a fun
that was
time.
really awesome for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
This community is amazing. So I'm just so glad to be part of it. I
Well,
think that's what
We
it
actually
is.
played the Warcraft Trivial Pursuit on an episode of that show,
oh,
and I won.
I
There you
watched
go.
that episode. It was
got it.
I won that
You
episode.
guys, I know how we're gonna end the show.
Oh no.
no.
No, I'm one and done.
No.
I want to give other people a chance.
Is there a way to buzz in?
We'll see. No, I'm not. We don't know. I'm just gonna.
We should probably bring in that other person.
Yeah,
though, no?
we are. We're gonna do that first. So we got
I don't know if I know how to do that. That's why I'm telling you.
we got a seal store. Rocking and rolling. What's up? You there?
See a Hamtaro photo on that.
I can't hear you, buddy.
I see you
Can you hear
lighting
me?
up. There it is.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Oh.
Can you hear us now?
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we got camera.
Ham's going online.
Look at Allie's the odd one out. Keeping that camera.
That's how I
on.
roll. It's
No-
fine.
I love
No
it.
shame. I'm turning
No
off my
pressure if
camera
you
in
don't want to put your
solidarity.
camera on. Don't let Sharku bully you into putting your camera on.
Oh, Manny's turning it off too. Actually, let's all turn our cameras off and just see what our avatars are.
Oh, okay.
Oh gosh, mine's just a picture of my face.
Here
So
we go.
boring.
Good job, guys.
Mine's a drawing.
I was hoping that Shoe Boots wasn't going to. All right.
I like mine. I look all stoic.
That's what I look like. That's my face.
Prove it. So, what's up?
Oh, it is.
It really is.
A seal door.
Silthdor? I don't even know how to pronounce it.
No, me neither. Me neither.
Dang.
It's impressive.
I'm
Just
gonna
my
call you
WoW character's
Izzy.
name. Okay.
Oh crap. Sorry, I
can't
just
hear.
dropped all my cards.
Did you 52 card
Oh,
pick
no.
up yourself?
No.
That's the setback.
Still pop on your
how long
keyboard?
have you been listening to the show? I gotta ask.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
Since like the second or third episode.
Oh my
God.
gosh.
Ooh.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I
thank
remember
you.
sitting in traffic just looking for a new WoW podcast, and that one came up, and I was like, oh, I'll give it a try.
I'll try anything in this traffic.
Oh god.
I had like
That poor
just
traffic.
downloaded an episode and like hadn't even listened to it yet, and then like I posted something on Twitter, and like I think Jared responded to it, and I was like, "Oh, that's crazy! He's the host on that show I just downloaded." And then and then that's how I got a little bit more connected to it.
Yeah,
It's,
and then
shows
you
how
got
I
me.
found
You got me
Kelly
my
and
tickets to the
Avatel
first
too.
oh my
BlizzCon.
gosh.
True, I got Jared to BlizzCon.
That's like 3 people I've heard of today that are like, your show is how I discovered Talius and Avatel. And that's like blowing my mind. That doesn't even make any sense, but okay.
I didn't watch a lot of YouTube content at the time.
I see.
That's fair.
I discovered Taliesin because I was like, what's the best range class going to be? And I guess it was,
Had to have been Legion.
it might have been Legion. And because the Legion was about to come out, and he had a ranking, best classes, but he ranked them on how much fun they were to play in the beta, not by how good they were. And I was like, oh,
Appreciate.
this is fun. I like this, but he ranked them on how much fun he had playing them, which includes how much damage they do, of course, but
That's
So,
how
yeah.
I rank them based on how much fun he has playing them.
that's the way you should do it. So,
Yeah.
Izzy, do you want to play some World of Warcraft Trivial Pursuit with us?
Yes. That
All
sounds like so much fun.
Let's do it. Did you have a question or anything before we got started, or comment?
If you guys could make your own class, what would it be?
Make our own class? Oh, jeez.
Boots.
First-
Tinker.
The first person that says Bard gets kicked off the show.
I would make
Okay, I'll be
the
quiet.
EMP class. It shuts down all mechanical based machines.
Would you really make a Bard?
Oh,
I would.
100%.
Doesn't make sense. Bards don't make sense in this world.
Assume I already have
What are you
one.
talking about?
There's-
We
There are literally bards
we
in the
literally
game.
have a mainstay of World of Warcraft.
I
where
don't
half
know.
their abilities are audible shouts.
I don't
Bards
know.
will make sense.
People, I'm with you, Shark. I'm anti-Bard, but people just keep harping about it.
I would change mains if I got a bard.
It just doesn't make sense
Oh,
to
that
me.
one laid a little flat.
Bards in the game, NPC bards. They're there.
Because
Jay
I
the
don't
Bard
know
is in
how
the
they're
game.
going to do the
Come on.
That means
buffs.
there's grounds for it.
Because what happens
It's-
when you have a Bard in World of Warcraft and they're buffing other people based on songs and crap that they play is that you're going to have a Bard in the raid.
Yeah, the game design really doesn't
It'll be
accommodate
me.
buff classes at this point.
It's not like they've got to completely change the archetype of what we're used to bards in other RPGs in order for it to fit to this game. So in that
Which-
case, just don't make a bard, make something else.
I guess, in fairness to the question, though, you could just say, "Well, I would like to see them change the game to be that way," and then add bards.
I mean, I guess.
But the correct answer is Tinker. We all know that the correct answer is
They
Tinker.
Tinker too.
I like Tinker. I still like my pirate idea. Like, and I know they're like rogues
all
are
for that.
pirates. Rogues are pirates, but
Yeah.
they're not. They're rogues. And I want like actual pirates. Like, I'd love to.
Do you know where pirates buy their hooks?
Oh dear God.
What?
Here we go.
Do you know where pirates buy their hooks?
Yard sale?
At the secondhand store.
I like yard sale. Yard sale is better.
That was rough.
I heard a yar in
All
there.
right.
No,
Before
I
we
would
start,
say- Go ahead, Allie.
Sharku, before you start the game, I do want to just say really quick how much I've appreciated this show over the years. Not just because, we're friends now and stuff, but even before I started podcasting, I'd be going on a walk or whatever it may be and listening to the show and hearing your very passionate arguments and debates about the lore and hearing all this information you had to share and the fun conversations about it was one of the many things that convinced me that maybe I want to start a podcast because I like the lore too. And I'm never going to be as good as they are about talking about it, but I wanted to be involved in these lore discussions. And fast forward to today where I actually do get to be involved in these lore discussions. It's pretty awesome. It's really special. And I cannot thank you all enough for putting so much love into this show over the years and really adding to the lore community in general.
Well, shit.
He just doesn't know what to say when somebody says something nice.
I know.
I was waiting for the lame again.
That was really nice.
I didn't say no. I already used lame.
Way to end the show.
I really appreciate that, and I appreciate what now I feel bad because I did tell Charity she was lame, but you're not lame.
No, I've seen Charity raid.
I'm just really bad at
far from
taking
lame.
compliments.
Right.
But thank you so much, and this show's meant a lot to me and a lot to. I know I'm speaking for all my other co-hosts that. I feel the same way, and I mean we're almost at an hour and a half, but we're gonna definitely play a little bit of Trivial Pursuit before.
Oh
we get out of
yes,
here.
absolutely.
But yeah, no, thank you guys that have been on the show. Thanks everyone that's in the chat room. Thanks everyone that's listened over the years, and who knows what happens. I mean, maybe we start posting stuff every other month. Maybe we just start doing. I don't know. If you keep us on your feed and we keep the feed on. The link live, then maybe we'll be posting some stuff here and there, or come back at some point. I don't know. Life changes and things happen, but in any case, it's been special, and this is definitely the end of this chapter of all of our lives, and we'll figure out what the next chapters bring. But all right, so if you know the answer to these questions, segue.
Jeez.
If you know the answer to these questions, say
I thought you should have ended that and been like, so if you're currently a patron, keep those donations coming in. You never know what might...
We're not shutting down the Patreon. We're just going to keep going. You never know. It's, what is it, $1 a month? Stop being a jerk.
You'll never notice. It'll be fine.
All right, here we go.
Oh, God.
If you know the answer to this question, say your name. The first person that says their name gets to say. What ancient race of metallic-skinned gods traveled to Azeroth a millennia ago?
Their names, the Titans.
All right, their name gets it. Say your,
He knows.
I feel like a Silthador is disadvantaged here. Can we use a different system?
Usually you call on
just
someone.
shout.
You ask a question directly to someone, and they either get it or not.
That's not fun. This is fun.
Oh, okay.
Sharku wants chaos.
And Izzy gets to say Izzy.
Just
okay.
to buzz
So much
in,
easier.
just shine your flashlight in the camera.
Just shine your flashlight in the camera, and I'll
Ding.
see it. At the end of the first war, and at the end of the first war, Anduin Lothar took the human survivors and fled to Lordaeron from what famous city?
Stormwind. Oh,
You didn't say your name
Ironforge?
first.
You've got to
didn't say your name.
You've got to say your name. Jared.
Stormwind.
It was Stormwind. So, and Shubus loses points for being Shubus.
for existing.
What kind of points are these? What can I buy with this currency?
Which race originally affixed adamantium plates onto Deathwing's body?
Manny.
Boots.
Manny.
Goblins.
Goblins. Manny's got one. Jared's got one. Shubert's got -3.
Oh.
What was the name of
Spear's favorite?
What was the name of the former leader of the Kirin Tor and husband of Arisa Windrunner?
Boots.
Bootsy.
Oh, Charity.
Bootsy. Did Charity say something?
I can't remember his name. I can see his face.
Ronan.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Ronan.
Charity
See,
wins.
Charity gets
Charity wins.
Charity
Charity's got
that
a
was-
point. Jared's
No,
got
no,
a
no,
point.
no. Wait, hold on.
You
You
timed
forgot his
out.
name.
I was buzzed in.
You
forgot his
timed
name.
out.
You
Yeah, but
failed.
no one timed me out.
You got the bam.
I was in the
I
middle
don't
of a
remember
sentence
his
and
name.
Charity blurted out the answer.
I don't remember his name.
So
is the
your
incorrect
answer was I don't remember his name, and that was incorrect.
No, but I was talking my way through it.
Oh, I see.
And if you're gonna do it that way, then I get credit for Stormwind from Jared. 'cause
But
I
if you can
blurted that
talk
out.
your way through it, then you can just say your name no matter what.
But your
Well,
name,
that was my strategy.
your name is
Don't
historic.
give away his strategy.
I know. I need like time to think about stuff, so I probably won't be buzzing in. I'll try, but
Here we go. Which winged
Boots.
goblin?
Boots.
Boots.
Gazlo.
No. Which winged goblin and obtainable pet appears during the Loves in the Air seasonal
Allie.
event? Allie.
Petalfoot.
Q Petalfoot.
Nice.
Also known as
I did-
Gazlo.
I did not know that.
you guys though. You don't know Petalfoot? Petalfoot's adorable.
Yeah,
I finally
I did not
completed
know
my Love is in the Air collection this year.
Nice.
Who is the elemental lord of water?
Allie.
Allie.
Neptulon.
Neptulon the Tide Hunter. Allie's
Nice.
killing you guys here. Talking about how she could never do a lore show better than us. Lies. All right. This one's too easy. Night elf priestesses revere which lunar deity?
Izzy. Manny.
Izzy.
A loon.
Izzy was first.
Boom.
Izzy was first.
I'm gonna give
Izzy
it to
was
Izzy.
first.
I
Izzy.
said,
I'll give it to Izzy.
yeah, he got it.
Yeah, he got it.
It's a loon. Yeah. Who was the first dragon aspect to lead the blue dragon flight?
It's
Bootsy.
Malagos.
Malagos.
Noise.
You guys are way too good. Should I start asking some non-lore questions? Let me see.
Not lore questions.
Wait, how old is that? Is it going to be like game mechanics from Wrath of the Lich King?
It's,
It is all pretty old.
This
I think it's
is
Kata.
like it goes up to Kata, I think.
Yeah.
Or no,
okay.
Pandaria, because I remember there was some.
Does it?
Panda,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which of these is not a Kalimdor zone? Desolus, Silithus, Mulgore, Silverpine Forest.
Boots, Silverpine Forest.
Bootsy wins. Bootsy wins that one.
You're up to -1 point.
No, that one
I
was
could
worth
never
3
be on
points.
a game show. I'm too like I have it, but I don't say anything
Yeah,
because
same.
I'm
I'm
afraid
like,
to cut someone off.
No, you have to cut them off.
Can't. I can't.
All right. Here we go. Quagmaron, Menu the Betrayer, and Rokmar the Crackler can be found in which Coilfang Reservoir dungeon?
Oh my god, that's a tough one.
Quagmaron, Menu the Betrayer, and Rokmar the Crackler.
Boots, Underbog.
That's incorrect.
Damn it.
Let's say Serpent Shrine. Wait, but dungeon?
What Coilfang
Jared.
Reservoir dungeon? Jared.
It's the slave pins.
Slave pens. Did you
That's
Google it?
Nice.
No.
Totally Googled it.
I've done
I did-
underbog so many
That's-
times
that's
trying to
your-
get those red hibiscus things to
Yeah, look,
turn
look,
into
my
those.
hands are wide up. I
little
haven't touched my
Gorgar
keyboard
people.
forever. Otherwise, you would hear.
Yeah, you would have heard me typing to try and get the answer.
You can mute.
You got a phone.
No, but you can see. If
I mute when I
Look,
type.
Those are Google glasses, aren't they, Jared?
The Heroes Crypt Stalker Battle Gear is a raid tier set for which class?
Boots Hunter.
Ooh, yeah. That was a tough one, I thought.
No.
For some people.
Stalker sets? Come on.
All right.
Be a rogue set. It's not.
Name
I'm
a
just
stalker
saying.
set
I'm
that
just
is a rogue
saying.
set.
I'm just saying.
All right, here's a lore question. Who is the leader of the Ash Tongue Deathsworn?
Jared.
What's his name?
Jared.
Nice.
It's a comma.
I know the answer. I'm out of practice. I haven't been on a lore show in a while.
Jared
What?
got that before.
Have you ever
Boots.
heard of the Big Love Rocket? They talked all about the lore of the new upcoming bosses on episode 3. You should check it out over
We had
at
a
the
lore
YouTube
episode.
channel.
Yeah.
I already did that.
Thanks, Manny.
All right. Here we
Manny
go.
for a shameless plug.
We're going to do 3 more, and then we're going to end the show.
3 points to Boots.
This is it. Who was Cenarius's father?
Allie.
Allie.
Malorn.
Malorn!
The stag.
Hello, Malorn. It's a different Malorn. It's still.
I'm gonna give partial points to Jin for
Oh,
that one.
Lord is like a mage thing.
Manny.
No, I know. Philomolorn is the mage weapon, and it's also
There's the fire mage one, right?
It's also what Kael'thas says all the time in Heroes of the
Yep.
Storm.
Yeah, I played this game. I know about Philomolor.
There's a
I mean, it was the Sunstrider family heirloom weapon.
what are
so-
what are those the Carbot videos?
Mhm.
Oh my
like a-
gosh, they're
there's like-
still amazing. They still hold up.
There's like a
100%.
KT. There's like a KT Carbot video, and he's just going Philomolorn, Philomolorn, Philomolorn.
I went and watched like all the
Freaking great.
Overwatch ones a few days ago, and they're still so
Oh
funny.
God, I need to watch it. Okay. What is the first name, or what is the Orcish first name of the son of Varrock Sourfang?
Manny,
Manny.
we named him Draenosh.
Draenosh. All right, this is the last one. Whoever gets this right wins.
Points don't matter.
Gotta find a good one. No, that's too easy. That's too easy. Too easy.
Answer
What
is
she
probably
said?
Gaslow.
All of these are too easy.
You're just gonna
Yeah,
keep
for the last
guessing
4,
Gaslow until
the
you get
answer was
it right.
Gaslow.
When you play on the horde, do you play a goblin?
Me?
Yeah, your gnome equivalent.
And it's a troll.
All right.
Oh yeah, you said that earlier.
Yep. His monk, Buffoon.
Here we go. Who is the founder of the Dark Moon Fair?
Oh,
Boots.
Jared. So that was Darkmoon.
I said it first.
You
I
guys-
said Boots, and
Yeah,
as he
I
said,
I heard
oh.
I heard
I
2
didn't-
boots first.
I didn't call on
And,
anybody.
oh.
So Bootsy gets the point. Bootsy
Yay!
wins.
Thanks.
Um,
I didn't even have to answer.
no, you
Okay, I'll take it.
didn't even have to. Was that going to be your answer?
What?
That's
I
what
don't know.
he's
I already
gonna
got the
tell you
point.
The correct answer.
What- no,
Silas
what's
Darkmoon.
what's your answer, Boots? I'll
My
give you the
answer is
point.
Silas Darkmoon.
No, that's not right. It was Silas Darkmoon.
I win the game
Um,
based on Charcu's rules.
What was the name of the apprentice of the last guardian of Tirisfal?
See.
Izzy.
Medivh.
Manny?
Charity.
Manny.
What the? I said Jesse, and you just say
You definitely-
Medivh. What the
you
heck?
definitely beat me.
I didn't,
I didn't
hear
say
you.
it. I didn't give an
Okay.
answer.
I
You
said
just beat
Jesse,
me.
and you're like Medivh. I'm like, okay.
No.
It's
No.
not though.
Who is
right?
what is the name of the apprentice of the last guardian of Tirisfal, Medivh. That's the last guardian of Tirisfal. Who is the name of their apprentice? And Jesse, you ran in first.
Oh, well, then that changes the question. I guess Khadgar, but
that's correct.
Yeah, it's Khadgar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was a fun bonus.
I just read the last Guardian.
I've
read the last Guardian, so I was really excited.
It's not Medivh though.
That's true.
That's why I was confused.
Unless you go into the comics and then they have the
and Medivh.
No longer canon. I don't even remember his name. Okay, here's a question for you guys.
Dadgar.
Okay, great.
404.
Glad I forgot about him.
Oh wait, it's Dadgar, right?
Yep, Dadgar would have been acceptable.
Khadgar is the correct answer. I just want to keep going.
Even though I already won.
I unfortunately do have to run, but I do want to say that, like, Merely Setback has been one of the shows that I have listened to more consistently than it's been posted. I really do think that you guys have like put out like such a great show over this time. I've become friends with all of you, having like actually worked with literally all of you in some capacity or another, from like Boots and the stuff that we have done. Jared, who's now joined me on for Azeroth. Sharku, who has worked with me on Rested XP, Long May It Rest, and of course
NXP.
Battlegirl Jess, who while scheduling around her birthday has joined me for like lots of fun stuff, as well as almost convinced me to watch a lot of anime, and then I found out that it's one season. I get pissed off.
Yeah,
but,
he's still bitter about Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
and
give
don't
me
forget
one season of that. Like,
and Manny,
I'm not
don't
going to use the
forget.
last F-bomb. I'm not going to use the last F-bomb. But come on, give me something with 2 seasons, regardless. Right?
There will be another.
And I loved your live from Burning Man podcast with Isildur. That was amazing.
It was one of my best.
I've appreciated you consoling me during my 16-hour Animal Crossing streams, trying to get the villager that I want.
I don't understand how people can play that game for 16 hours.
Oh my gosh,
watch
it was
someone
hard.
play that game.
It was a
pretty
struggle.
Easy. It was
went
very
through a
easy to
marathon
do
there.
at the beginning of the pandemic.
Honestly, you didn't even notice you had been playing that long, and it was just, oh, what time is it?
See, that's
I've
me.
played for well over 1,000 hours, and I haven't played in like a couple months.
That's me in any game, though. I hyperfixate on something, and all of a sudden, time has no meaning. I played Candy Crush for 5 hours straight the other day.
Dang,
But like,
I've never
really
played
a
Candy
setback
Crush.
for me. You guys have not just been about being podcasters about the lore. You guys have created just this really welcoming community. This like group that's like a bunch of family, brothers and sisters that like just are willing to like just shoot whatever it is about whatever lore it is, talk about whatever spoilers, put up ideas no matter how stupid they are, fight them no matter how much Shoeboots gives like reasoned arguments, and it's been a wild, fun adventure, and I really am happy and honored to be on this last show, and just I know that I will hear from each of you as you go through different things, especially since I know Jess is gonna like become like a big shot graphic designer at some place, and then like get me in the back door there, and it's gonna be great.
Totally do graphic design, 100%.
Yep. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. We're gonna end it because if we don't, we won't. So, but that's gonna be it. You guys know where to find us. Setbackpodcast.com is going to be around for a minute. So check that out for if you need to get information for us on our Twitters or whatever. We're going to keep the Setback Podcast at Setback Podcast Twitter open. No reason to shut that down. We want to keep the community going. We're keeping the Discord open.
Absolutely.
And, who knows? Maybe we'll end up on raid teams together or whatever. And, it's all going to be good. So it's sad that this chapter is coming to an end. But who knows what's going to happen next. I thought similar things when the first podcast, I almost got to be on a podcast called Torn Think Tank. Some of you guys might be familiar with it. It was my favorite podcast at the time. I was runner-up for a new co-host position on that, and I didn't get it. And then I had the opportunity to co-host on CTR, and then I got to be on CTR as a permanent host. And then I created this show, and it's just one of those things where had I gotten the job on Torn Think Tank, then none of that would have happened, maybe, So sometimes the crappy stuff is what leads to the good stuff. Who knows? And this kind of feels crappy, if I'm being honest with you. It's just sad because it's over. But, it is what it is. People move on. I had a blast, and I'll still be around, and we'll still be doing lore stuff. And we still got friends out there. Allie's going to let me come on their show, and
the show that I can't even think of the name of, but she's totally going to let me on the show.
Live, laugh.
No.
I just said it.
To different ends.
It's so important to me.
Talk about the
She's gonna
story
let me
that's in there.
on the show.
It's Raid Legends, right?
Shows.
Raid Legends.
Jesus. Well,
It would make my day to be on whatever show.
Jen won't allow you though.
anybody
Sorry.
wants to. Jen's getting replaced. By Sharku. No, just kidding.
That
He's irreplaceable.
The whole
Sorry.
reason, no, he absolutely is, and the whole reason we're not doing this show anymore is because I don't have time. But anyway, yeah. So maybe eventually we'll be able to do a show without canceling it. But until then, this has been merely a setback.
Well, friend, looks like the day is done, and the battle is won. Sleep tight, heroes. And until next time, you're welcome, world.
It's over.
Oh, I'm not crying. It's not even my show.
I can't let this stream end without correcting my biggest regret in life.
Lol.
Jess does 3D modeling, not graphic design.
It's very
and I am
different.
so sorry that I even said such a thing.
I was in a Barbie music video.
Sure.
Everyone, go watch it.
Yes,
I actually
I
worked
took the
on it.
I
time
know.
to listen to Barbie music. Like, it looked nice. I wanted to throw up, but it looked nice. The
What's hilarious
background-
is supposedly that was their best performing video at the time, and I'm like, it's probably because I sent it to like everyone I know.
Jared, make sure you add the corrections in here where Manny... Stop crying and add the corrections.
Sorry.
Where Manny says...
Aw.
No, it's sad. But seriously, guys, it's like...
Yeah.
This
community has meant so much to me.
it's going to continue to mean much to you, buddy.
It is. It is.
Can't not
You're
talk
gonna
about
make me
the
cry,
book,
Jared.
Jared.
No, like,
I got something that'll make you feel better. This is.
Rum.
What's that?
I got a special delivery from my gastroenterologist.
What the crap?
What the crap, indeed.
Oh, boy. Is that
well played, Allie. Well played.
Oh, it's
I,
a poop box?
So
I've had a pea
I
jug.
thought the
I've
shitty
never
jokes
had a
were
pea-
over.
because of
Allie
my
does that.
colitis, every few months or so, I get this package, and
It's a poop box.
yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, here's the little container that I have to. It's a container within a container, so that whoever opens it doesn't have to touch my poop if I'm messy. But there's a little scoop that I.
Double glove there,
yes.
boys.
It's like those
Double
old
glove.
McDonald's coffee spoons, and you just scoop it,
Oh, I'm never having
You
a
put it-
frosty
you close
again,
that
boys.
up.
It's over.
and then you put it in here, and you close that up.
Vanilla, no chocolate.
And then they give you a special package with this freezer thing so that it stays cold during shipment. But the funnest part / worst part is this right here.
Oh god.
This is because you can't contaminate your poop. You can't scoop it out of the toilet. So what you do is
Poop box.
Fishnet.
you take this guy here and it's got
Oh
some
my God.
stickers,
I love this.
and you
so
stick
much.
it onto the toilet seat,
and it catches your poop.
and it catches
Oh,
your
catches
poop.
the stool. Oh.
And then it's flushable. So once it's done, you just flush it down the
Well,
toilet.
thank
But
goodness.
it catches the poop, and you scoop a little bit, and then it's a race against the clock to get it to the doctor. And if they don't get it in time, you have to do it again.
Yeah, I had to do
Well, that
something
definitely
similar.
lightened the mood.
I had a pee jug. I had to pee
This has
into it.
been quite educated.
I had to pee into a jug for 24 hours.
Like, this is a public
Straight.
service, man. Like,
Yeah.
if you screw that up, things are gonna get shitty. You don't want to do that. Like, this is how you get it all
See,
done.
in our raid the other night, we were talking about like which is funnier, poop or fart jokes. I think we have a clear winner.
Fart jokes.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
like
think
both.
I think the answer is murky, personally.
Murky. God, I just got it. You guys have, so speaking of it hurts,
Wow.
I was watching the
We're not going
Battlestar.
to do more poop jokes.
I
You
was
can't start that.
so I made dinner tonight, and I made like my knockoff Korean beef, which is basically just like ground beef and soy sauce. But anyway, and I was at my girlfriend's house, and we wanted to watch and I'm trying to get into Battlestar Galactica, so we were watching the miniseries, which was like 3 hours. I had to fart like the whole time. And I was holding it in. And have you guys ever like inward farted?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? And I'm just like grumbling, like my belly's rumbling and stuff. And she's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, I think I'm just digesting." And it was just like loud. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just, that's my body makes funny noises sometimes. I'm not farting. Don't worry." She's like, "I didn't think you were, but now I'm." So like as soon as it was over, I was like waddling to the bathroom. And she's like, "Are you?" I'm like, "I am perfectly fine. Nothing is wrong. We've been dating for 4 months now, and things are great."
Yeah. Then you go to the bathroom and do your best impression of a crate dragon.
Exactly. I like went all the way upstairs to the guest bathroom that she's never uses. So
That you'll never use
it
again.
was like,
Was
don't walk up here.
Was it impossible to say, "Hey, can we pause it for a sec? I gotta go to the bathroom."
Yeah.
Well, obviously you've never watched Battlestar Galactica.
I apologize.
Because
I have,
no,
and I
it's
think
not
you could pause
possible
it.
to stop. You could.
I
pause
think it is possible.
but I can't.
It's a pretty good show, but also I've been where you're at, Sharku. You haven't broken the fart barrier yet, and until you have, once the fart barrier is broken, it's all over.
You don't understand.
Oh no!
The fart barrier.
You're super comfortable with each other at that point. Yeah.
I think the fart barrier for me doesn't get broken until like our 3rd anniversary.
Oh, really?
After marriage. Like, yeah, like we've got to have kids first, I don't know.
I try to hit that one pretty quick, personally.
You probably should. My farts are now, mind you. I did apparently whilst sleeping next to one another.
Thanks for classing up the discussion by using whilst.
Well, I didn't want to be like, yeah, I shack up with my girlfriend sometimes, but whilst sleeping adjacent to one another, I farted. Like I've woken myself up with a fart before and thought, "Oh my God, I hope she didn't hear that." And apparently she didn't. Like she sleeps like a log, so that's great.
Yeah.
As long as I don't drop another log in the bed, we're good.
Like laughing hysterically, like, "Oh, I didn't hear it. It's fine."
Right.
People get a little like narrow-minded. They like think that a relationship is just like you and her, but like it's you, her, and like the gas cloud in the room with you. It's you, her, and her kids. Like there's multiple facets
Yeah.
to these relationships.
That's no ordinary gas cloud.
Oh my God. It's true.
I've never considered the gas cloud part of my relationships. I'm so informed.